Welcome back to Conversations with Plastics News. I'm Joe Pryweller, Conference Director at Plastics News, and with me today is Dale Evans, President of Evco Plastics. Evco is a custom injection molder based in DeForest, Wisconsin, and also has plants, 9 plants altogether, with plants in Mexico and China. Dale's company also was a recent winner of our Excellence Award that Plastics News gives out, and Evco won the award for industry and public service. Today we're going to talk a little bit about some of the company's initiatives and some of the work behind the award, and talk a little bit about MPE. Dale, welcome.
Thank you.
Let's start a little bit by talking about about your company's success and how that relates to some of the recognition you received for this award and others. What do you think attributed to some of the Excellence Awards you received from Plastics News and any other recent awards you might have received?
Well, everything revolves around people, and people is a broad category. It's the people that work for us, our vendors, our clients that we serve. It's all people relationships. Now, we're at MPE here. We buy things, okay, and things are just used to multiply the man or woman, in the case may be. You're always trying to do things to make people more productive, and that's the whole point of being here. And in our business, every day we got to do things a little bit better.
Yeah.
And the folks that, being down at MPE and looking at how things are done, how things are done differently than you might be doing them now. You got to take those little tidbits of information and use them again and make sure our people understand what we can do, and then utilize that technology to do it. How
difficult has that been with the growth that you guys have had? Obviously, you have 9 plants right now, and you're definitely overseas all over the world with this. Has that made it all difficult to manage some of this with people and operations?
Well, I'm an engineer by technical training background and things like that, and so I'd rather look at my shoes than talk to people. But now I find myself in a business where I really have to talk to people. I really have to give everybody a common goal or vision on where we're going to go, and I got to say that again and again and again to make sure people believe me and understand what it is. On your worst day, you still got to do things according to what the business needs and the business wants, and you just got to keep preaching that. And we do things through people, but we also do things with technology. So.
Sure, you've done both. What kind of growth have you guys had over the past few years? Have you opened new plants fairly recently and done a lot of that work?
Well, we target double-digit growth. Okay, so what does that mean? It means we want to be at least 10%. Now we've had years of 20 and 30%. As we get bigger, that becomes harder to achieve, but we still do it once in a while. This year we're above 10% again, and we're doing that. So, if you ever read the book Good to Great, the kernel of information, you really got to pick the right horse. I mean, you got to bet the right industry and the right clients, and you can't serve everybody. You got to serve clients that are on a growth mode themselves, because you can be the best manufacturer in the world, the best manager of the world, but if you don't have businesses and clients that are growing as well, you're going to fail. So
absolutely.
You need both.
So it's going to be targeted on industries you think are growth industries too, I imagine, and not try to serve everybody?
Yes. Well, we try to stay diversified. Every industry has its ups and downs.
Certainly.
And in my business, you try to balance those out. When one industry is down, we want another one that's going up to counterbalance that, because we want to keep machines running, our people busy, and we really look to that. So, and every business is going to have its downturns, and so you got to prepare for that too. So, we're trying to target a lot in medical and packaging. The recession we had in 2008 really hit us hard, and so we're trying to target industries that are the small little pleasures in life, the small things that, getting a cup of coffee is something that you're still going to do during the recession. You may not buy a SUV or a new car then, but you're going to get some pizza or some food or something, microwavable trays. So
sure,
you're going to do that. So.
Sure, if I identify the areas of need and work with that. And I understand too that you have recently underwent a $10 million capital expansion of the company. Is that right?
Well, it isn't completely done yet, but we budgeted $10 million this year.
Budgeted for it, okay.
About $3 to $4 million of that is buildings. The rest is equipment that we're either have on order right now or plan to have it on order. And it's all our plants give us a wish list of what they want, and we try to group together products, try to have at least the same machinery in the different facilities so you can service it and move things around if you have to as well.
Certainly. I know also you're at a small town, DeForest, Wisconsin, which is what, north of Madison, Wisconsin, right?
Yes, we are.
I know you also won the award for industry and public service in some of this. Are there areas of that you're working with there that makes you more of a community, a company that serves the community in a small town like this?
Well, my mom was born in Madison, Wisconsin. I was born in Madison, Wisconsin. My kids were born in Madison, Wisconsin.
Okay.
There's a lot of history. My family moved to northern Dane County, which is just north of town there, about 1850. So we got some deep roots. I got cousins all over the place, and there's third generation of families that have worked for us, and the people are really good there. And the culture we're trying to develop there is really good, but we're trying to do that around the world as well. If we have climate-controlled, air-conditioned facilities in DeForest, Wisconsin, we also have the same in Mexico and China.
Okay.
People are treated the same.
I see.
And we get our technical staff are long tenured. They're good people. They stay with it, but we provide room for advancement as well. That's another really important thing for growth. If you don't grow, what are your people going to do? Where's the next promotion coming from? Where's the next thing?
You want to empower your people, in other words, right? And so they want to stay and feel that they keep advancing in their careers also, right?
Yes, I feel that's my responsibility. Okay, we're pushing 1,000 employees. I feel it's my responsibility to provide a career path for each of them. Now, some may not choose to take that career path, but the ones that do, we're going to provide training, we're going to provide whatever we can and try to get them a stable job. That's why 2008 was really tough. We hadn't done a layoff in 45 years.
Really?
Ever. And now we had to, we dropped 40% during that.
Yeah, unfortunately a lot of the industry had to do that.
Yes.
But be able to recover from that, obviously, and bring a lot of workers back.
We had back-to-back years in 2010 and 11 of 30% growth each year. So
great.
It all came back, and then now it forced us to look at different businesses. We're really looking at businesses that don't require a lot of labor or that I can do without a lot of direct labor in it. And so we're spending a lot of time here on automation. I got 110 robots now, and so every time you have a robot, you replace several people, but you never replace anybody. You just give the people a different job of telling the robots what to do.
Sure.
Instead of doing it themselves. And then the big equipment, we're going in that too, because
equipment, okay.
The bigger stuff, the percentage of labor in a plastic part is a smaller thing. So, we're about 5% on our direct labor cost right now. When I started in this business, we were 30.
Wow. That's changed dramatically.
Yeah, and I think everybody's going that direction, but you have to.
Sure. It's exactly, and that makes you more efficient too. At the same time, you can put people in more empowering positions in other areas, I imagine, right?
Yeah, the old thing with the 100% inspection is only 85% effective. Okay, so if you try to do things with people all the time, you're going to have some errors, and our quality that we're sending out to our customers is all-time high. We've never been as good as we are today.
It's great,
and I expect to be better next year. What is great today is average tomorrow. Things are always changing. Things are always moving. You may think you're the best there is. I think I'm pretty good at some things, but tomorrow I'm going to be average. I got to step that up again. I got to change the game all the time. What is great today is average tomorrow. I say that to my people all the time.
Yeah, it's sort of what's in that Jim Collins book, I guess.
Yes.
Good to great.
Yeah.
What's your strategy behind your global expansion? I know you're in Mexico and China, and did you feel you need to serve the world by being in those areas besides outside of doing this in Wisconsin, where your home base is?
Well, we're a service industry, and it's we gotta be like the Indians. We have to follow the buffalo.
Right.
Okay, wherever the work is, we have to, and we develop relationships with global companies that have needs to do stuff in Mexico or China. Well, we service them as well. We're looking at a couple other countries right now. We're starting the acquisition search, so to speak, and we intend to buy somebody. I don't know where. It's kind of
somewhere in the world, huh?
Somewhere in the world. So.
Yeah. Proximity to customers is obviously key.
Customers are very important. You got to service them, and you got to be close by to do that.
Sure. What are your impressions of MPE in terms of what you've seen for innovations, trends, or something that could affect the injection molding industry or what you're doing?
Oh, I love this place. Okay. I'm going to be spending 4 days down here. We got just about 30 people down here that we've flown down from actually all over the world, from Mexico and our stuff here. We don't have anybody from China here, but we got quite a bit of people, engineers, tooling people, sales people. I find it's really interesting. You got to know the automation, because I'm always looking at how you set up molds faster, how you automate faster, how do you take people out of it. But then the materials is also what new products are being developed for the materials that are coming on the market. And I'm a product designer by background. So
right, you enjoy the engineering side, right?
I just love this stuff. Seeing some new product or plastic part that's made out of a new material or some combination of stuff, and I grab all these samples and I take them back home and I put them in drawers, and my memory is very visual. So we come 2 years from now, we'll have some problem, and I'll go to a drawer, I'll pick up a plastic part. I remember how that was made, and we can utilize that in the same thing. So I just love it here. So
excellent. Well, Jim, congratulations again on the award, and it was good seeing you again. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your visit to MPE.
Thank you.
Dale Evans with Evco Plastics.
Thank you.
Thank you.